Hi guys, and welcome back to the latest Steve's Amateur Garage video. Great to have you along. Well, it's finally happened. Something has actually broken on my MGTF daily driver. It's just done over 103,000 miles, and finally the clock has stopped working. So today we're going to get the center console out and hopefully replace it with a new one. Let's go. So just before we go for removing the center console, I'm just double checking that the clock hasn't miraculously decided to start working properly again, but it hasn't. It's not keeping good time. It's moving jerkily, and if you press the little adjustment button there with your pen, you'll see that it, instead of just clicking round one step at a time, it's just, well, flying round and then stops and is very erratic. And that's exactly what it's doing when it's working. It just jumps 5 minutes at a time and then stops and then jumps again. So, well, there it is, working on its own. So something's wrong with it. Don't know, we'll have a look. It might just be a dirty connection, but I suspect it's more internal. And as always, it's safety first, so we have disconnected the negative terminal to the battery. And the first step is to remove the radio, and that just has like an outside cover that tended to fall off onto the floor anyway, but it's just effectively just clipped into place. A little bit of pressure pulls it straight off. Got that out the way. The radio that's in is a Sonny, and there's some codes for the instruction book. Whoever owned the car before me very kindly kept the instruction book, and you can lift the face of the unit off. So we've got that out the way, and I obviously have a set of radio removing keys. I've tried a few, but I've found two that fit nicely down the side, and I'll show you those close up later. But they've clicked onto the little groove in the edge of the radio, and it's pulling forward nicely. There's the radio out, and we used the key, which has a reference code of P12, and you can see it just has a little indent on the end there, and that slid down the side and just caught on one of those slots just about there, and that gave me good leverage to pull it forward. But without that, don't even try it. And the next step is to remove the gear lever gaiter and surround. The ball on the top of the gear lever just spins off quite easily, and the surround for the gaiter is just held in by 4 little clips. A little bit of pressure underneath it, and they just popped straight out. And obviously, while it's out, we'll give it a good clean because that's a little bit grubby. And to just ease the center console out of its position, you can see there's a tab right at the bottom here. That's an easy one to get a screwdriver on and just push and lift it out the way. It's just plastic, and it's 20 odd years old, so it's gentleness in all things here. And just here there's another tab, and here, and just work this one around a little bit. Got my fingers underneath it, gave it a little pull. It makes the cracking sound, but I don't think it's damaged it. I managed to get the other one off on the other side, so we're halfway there. There's another couple of clips, one just here, and one at the top, and again we'll just gently ease it out the way. Okay, the 2 clips at the top there, both the top one and this side one by the steering wheel, were really reluctant to come out. I had to give them a good bit of force, and as you can see, it's pulled the blue clip out of its slot there, but that's not a problem. It will push back in. That one, the blue clips stayed in. You can see the sort of teeth that hold it into place. They're really quite vicious and didn't really want to let go. So that was quite tough, but gentleness in all things with progressive force, and it's out. The console removed, and we have the oil temperature gauge and the clock basically in their little plastic holder there, and you can see that hole down in the bottom left hand corner. There's one down in the right hand corner of that plastic holder as well. They look like they should have a couple of very small self-tapping screws that really weren't held into place very well, because as I dislodged it, you could hear something fall, and you can see it right in the middle of the screen there. It's lodged itself right at the back there. We'll get our magnetic probe on it and just pull it back out, but they should hold the plastic container there. They screw in from the back, and I don't think they were in very tight, if at all. And there they are on the bench, and interestingly they just push out from behind forwards, so should be relatively easy just to push the new one back into place. And there we are, console all back in, radio back in, clock in, and all we have to do is get it to focus there, reset the time, and you can see that's working beautifully. Job done. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short video and found it helpful. It's well within the abilities of the amateur mechanic. Just take your time and go carefully. If you have enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because we've got many more exciting videos coming soon, both on the MG, the E-types, the Ferrari and the camper van. You all take care. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.